Hi Sagittarians, thanks for joining me for the first reading of 2020, the year of the Great Awakening. This is such a powerful time. We're moving into a new decade. It's 22, it's a master number, and there's a Saturn-Pluto conjunction, so let's get into it. I'm vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. As always, we're going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main portion of the reading. This is my own creation, and it's available on my website if you'd like to see it. Secondly, we're going to then pull a card from the Rock and Roll Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own creation and available. If you're a Patreon level 3 or 2 subscriber, for one price, I offer a bonus card for all 12 signs. This month's deck is going to be the Sacred Path Awesome Deck by Jamie Sams. Alright, what is in store for our Sagittarius friends for the month of January of 2020? Sagittarius, January. Well, it's huge. The Saturn-Pluto thing, I mean, it's not in your sign or anything, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to be infected by it. This is a huge influx of major energy by two of the big dogs here. In other words, Saturn and Pluto don't play. Saturn and Pluto are big dog energy, and it's affecting everybody, and a major shift is occurring. Not only because of the Saturn-Pluto, but because we're moving into a new decade, and it's a 22 master number, and the Great Awakening. I mean, it's just so much. Hold on to your, buckle up, buttercups, because it's all happening at the zoo, man. Okay, so first thing I notice is you do have a lot of court cards. You have the King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Swords. Now, even though these three are males and this one's female, in these general readings I don't assign genders, so they could just be anybody. And none of them are fire, so none of these people are you. You would be the fire sign person, which is not showing up. So it looks as if there's going to be a big influx from other people showing up in your life this month here. We also are having a full moon eclipse, I forgot to mention. But anyways, starting out, look at this top row here. We've got the Hangman in the middle. The Hangman is about digesting and getting down. Really, it's really from spirit usually. You're meditating, you're stopping, you're getting these downloads from spirit, and you're gaining enlightenment from it. But in this case, we've got a king on each side, and to me, this really looks like two different people are giving you advice. And I feel like it's good that they're both in the upright position, number one. So this means that both of them are favorable or positive, and that neither is trying to mislead you. They both have good advice to give. But I also feel like they're very different energy. I feel like they're not giving you the same advice or telling you the same thing. So you got this one over here and this one over here. And then here's you in the middle, and you have to discern between the two of them. You got jokers to the left of me. What is it? To the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. But I don't think they're clowns or jokers. They're not. They're absolutely not, because they're kings, And kings are wise. Kings are further along their path. They're more mature. They have more experience. And they both have good advice to give you, but it's going to ultimately come down to you, and you're going to have to kind of weed through all this information and figure things out. This is also Earth and Air. Now, during the month of January, we are moving from Earth to Air. We're moving from Capricorn to Aquarius, and the shift is going to occur on the 20th, where we move out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So, could be around that time of the 20th, you may kind of get the, okay, I've kind of made my decision, or I think I know which way I'm going to go, or what I'm going to do at this time. There's definitely a breakthrough, and the Queen of Cups has something to do with it too. Potentially a water sign person, a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. This person is more intuitive. Male or female, they are more into their intuition, they're more intuitive. They're not so much in their logical mind, they're more coming from their heart and their feelings and their emotions. So and it's aligned with here too. So that's also something that you need to take into account. You've got this one advising you, you've got this one advising you, and then you've got to listen to your heart, and you've got to go within. And how does it feel? How does it feel? What is that? To be on your own, like a rolling stone. Yeah, I get, if you've never seen my readings before, I'm a musician. A lot of my musician friends have passed over, and I think they're my guides now. But I get messages through songs all the time. I'm not just sitting here randomly making up songs. These are guide messages, and very often the stuff from the songs does have relevance to the reading and the message. So, but it's gonna be, that's gonna be almost like the tiebreaker, I feel, is how you feel. Your inner, how does it feel? Keep getting that. So how does it feel? You're really on your own in the end, to be on your own, you know. So you're really on your own in the end in making the decision. It's not to say, oh, I'm not going to listen to you guys, because I feel like these people have good information for you. They are going to help you make a decision, an informed decision. You know, you want to make an informed decision. But in the end, it's going to come down to here. It's going to come down to what you feel in your heart and your gut. And there's a major breakthrough. Some of you, if you have, this could be lawyers too, and you have these Ace of Swords and this guy up here. This could be some kind of, one of these guys, or this one in particular, might be a lawyer or something having to do with legal, law, contracts, things like that. Okay, so then there's this Knight of Swords down here. So this is really strong towards the Aquarius time, after the 20th. We're getting into the Aquarian time, the air sign time. There's a younger person coming in, and then there's this Wheel of Fortune. I always say when Wheel comes up, you know, I didn't put Wheel of Fortune on the cover of my deck just because. I put it there because it's one of the best cards in the deck. I mean, it is an attractor. It's things shifting and changing, and we are in a very much a shifting and changing time with the Saturn-Pluto. You know, things, it's a new chapter. It's a turning of the season. It's a turning, it's not the change of seasons necessarily, but it's a changing of the turning of the tide. You know, things are changing. It's also an alignment with fate and destiny. It's also synchronicity. It's also being in the right place at the right time, exactly where you're meant to be. So that's another factor. And something's coming back to you that's been taken away. You know, certainty, self-feeling, you know, knowing what you're supposed to do, having that sense of knowing what you're supposed to do, knowing where you're supposed to be, you know, feeling self-assured is what comes through very much strongly, you know, the strongest through that. All right, it's a big month, Sagittarius. It comes down to listen to your heart. I'm just going to put that as your, in the end, you got to listen to your heart. That's a song too. Listen to your heart. Dun, 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 dun. Listen to your heart. I can't think of the rest of that. That's all I can hear is that one line. Sometimes I'll look lyrics up, and sometimes, you know, I'm not going to do that one today, but you can find, if you want to get more insight, the songs that come through, read those lyrics, because a lot of times there's more, you'll get a message. The message will come through many times through that. So let's go ahead and, this is the Animal Totem card for our Sagittarius friends for January of 2020. Sag. Oh, my thing, my screen just went out. Sag. The lion, Leo. I'm here. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Ooh-wee. Well, I don't want to get flagged from YouTube. Sometimes if I sing in songs, I get flagged for copyright stuff. But lion, right away before I read what I wrote, I'm picking up Leo. So even though there's no fire people showing up here, I'm picking up Leo real strong. So there may be a Leo involved, but also the time of Leo. This stuff might be all the way up in the time of Leo, which is all the way into like late July and August. But let's read what I wrote initially. Majestic, generous, fierce, and proud, courageous king of the beast. Sublime leadership inspires loyalty. Delegate authority, then bask in the sun. Out of that little paragraph there, what's this sublime leadership inspires loyalty? Because that's being true to yourself. That's the sublime leadership. You know, you're not going to say, oh, you guys are full of it, I'm not listening to you. You're going to be magnanimous, like the Leo and the Lion energy. Be magnanimous. Take it all in. Be courteous. Be kind. Be regal. And in the end, you listen to your heart. Okay, Saggies? Hey, thank you so much for tuning in and being, hanging around with me all these years that I've been doing this. I do offer, if you like this deck, you can get it for yourself, or the Beast Mistress one I have available. I have coloring books, t-shirts, and the readings. I'm extending the year ahead a couple weeks because I'm so late getting this up. So do check out my website, because from supporting me either through there or below through the website, it really does help keep these readings free month after month. I also appreciate so much your likes, comments, and shares. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you can't find it. If you're Patreon level 2, there's going to be an additional card pulled from this deck right now, the Sacred Path, so you can check that out. For one low price, you get all 12 readings. You don't have to pay per reading on this one. Again, I've got the year aheads for a couple more weeks if you're interested, and the eclipse reading I'm also offering for a couple more weeks if you're interested. So please do check it out. Thank you all for all your support. I do so appreciate you. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great 2020, a great new year, a great eclipse, a great Saturn-Pluto. The list goes on and on. Until next time, bye.